Evening, everybody, or good early morning. You know, I was going to do this video earlier in the day, yesterday or today, whatever you want to call it, but my mom came home a little early, so I couldn't do it. But instead, I've decided to do it now. And what I want to talk about is something that a lot of us have experienced within today. Now, we know YouTube is one of the greatest video uploading user sites there is. Now, I know that sounds like I'm kissing up to them, but hey, better to kiss up than to be beat up. But anyway, it's one of the best, if not one of the greatest, if not the greatest video uploading site in the world. But it's also a target for people. It's a target for people that go onto the channel, make up accounts, all so they can subscribe to a lot of other people and then send them things like chain letters. What are chain letters, you might ask? Well, chain letters, chain letters are kind of like, they're not the kind of stuff you want to get. I'll give you an example. I have a book that I read. It was one of my favorite graphic novels in high school, and still one of my favorites. It's a bit of a suspense thriller, if you will, called Chain Letter. And I read this book, and it was very intriguing to me. And the story was the fact that everybody kept getting a chain letter from somebody they thought had died, or something like that. Or from somebody they didn't know about. They didn't know who was sending these chain letters, threatening them. Now, I'm not saying that the chain letter that has been sent to everybody from whoever is threatening. It's probably more like a practical joke. But the thing is, why? Why would anybody want to do this? I mean, basically, here's the lowdown. Here's the lowdown on what they say. They say that 2 people of the YouTube service team are going to delete all accounts on YouTube in December. That's right, delete all accounts YouTube. This is what this says. And then they say the only way you can save your account is to forward this message that was sent to you to somebody else, and then put it onto your channel, and then paste it onto your channel. Do this and do that. Well, here's the thing that I got. Now I will say this. I was a little suspicious. I didn't know if this was real or not, because I'd never dealt with it before. So I sent it to my nephew. But after I sent it to my nephew, I went and Googled about it. And apparently this has been done before, a year ago. Apparently whoever's behind this has been sending these kind of letters. But the question is, why? Why? Do they not like the people on YouTube? Do they not like YouTube regulations and rules? Is that it? Well, if you don't like the people on YouTube like myself and everybody else that you send this to, then don't come on to YouTube. It's none of your business what we do. Don't come on if you don't like us. Now, if it's YouTube's rules and regulations, then I'm sorry, you got to deal with it. All of us have dealt with it, and we've learned from it. And now we're following them. And you got to do the same thing. If you don't like the regulations and the rules, you shouldn't be on YouTube. I mean, if that's the case as to why this person or persons, if it's more than one, are sending these things, then I don't know what the deal is. What is the problem? I'm sure the people that did videos against, Warner WB Music, against the Warner Music people, when they had their situation with YouTube, I'm sure they would agree that whatever's going on here shouldn't be done, and whoever is doing this needs to be found and needs to be taken off YouTube. I mean, none of us need to be given false lies for what's going on. I mean, just because maybe for the fact your account got taken off doesn't mean you should say, hey, do this or your account doesn't get taken off by telling people YouTube's going to do this. Because, first of all, you've done a lot of things. you've made a lot of mistakes in your letter. One, you said two service team, two people. YouTube's a big building in Santa Monica, in San Francisco, and just around the world, whatever they have a headquarters. How is it just two people? Second of all, you put you twice in a sentence, and you misspelled a lot of words. So, congratulations. You may have gotten some of us with your little prank, but you didn't get all of us. But again, I ask everybody else, why has this happened to you, and why? Why has this happened? Why do people do this? Well, you know what? They got to be stopped. That's all I'm going to say. They need to be stopped. I mean, I know it's all in fun maybe, and it's just a little practical joke, but do you realize how many people freak out over that? I mean, I'll admit this. I like having my YouTube channel. I do. I like having it. And I don't like the fact that someone comes out of nowhere, pretends that a YouTube management team and says, oh, we're going to delete all accounts in December, just so you can have a laugh. Guess what? Game's over. Joke is over. Now, if you want to continue this, that's fine. That's your business. But please realize nobody's going to buy it anymore. So again, though, I ask everybody, what is up with the chain letters? Why do people do this? And I'm asking those that have done it, why are you doing it? Is it just for laughs? Is it the fact that you don't like anybody here on YouTube? Or is it the fact that you don't like the rules and regulations? I want to know. And I'm sure everybody else you send these chain letters to want to know. So please, tell us. Please tell us. And I'm sure a lot of you watching this would agree. They need to let us know why they do this. And YouTube, if you guys are watching, please, as a user, I'm asking you, find out who's doing this. Find out who's doing this. But if you don't want to find out, that's fine. That's up to you. Who as well. But still, whoever you are, you may do this for fun. You may do this because you don't like everybody on YouTube. You may like it because you don't. You may do it because you don't like the rules and regulations. But you know what? It's got to stop. And that's all I'm going to say. And thank you all for watching. Let me know if you feel the same way below in the comment box. I'll talk to you later.